Hello, everybody. I just want to come and talk about that creator that just lost his life over false allegations. And I'm sure I'm not the only person upset about this. So I just want to give the option to be here for other people. I'm a little bit upset myself, so you may see a bit of a different side to me today. I apologize. I'm just mortified with the state of this world. There was a male creator, cosplayer, and he just got targeted by these people, a girl, a guy, and a minor, for no reason. They literally just fucking picked him, and they tried to trap him into, this girl was a minor, and she pretended to be an adult to interact with him and try to get him to, talk sexually to her, so that she could expose him as, a pedophile. But he didn't fall for it. He fully thought she was a grown-up, but also, wasn't into her like that. And so they just continued to, just continued to falsify evidence, and it just went, fucking everywhere. And then he killed himself live. This should dead ass. False allegations need to start being recognized as a hate crime against men. For real. Because this shit just doesn't happen to women. I look at myself, and when my suicide attempt a couple years ago, from all the false allegations I was getting very publicly, as many of you remember, people were saying that I was pimping out my 3-year-old, putting fucking drugs up her bum, this shit destroys you, and it drove me to take an attempt on my life as a woman. But that's rare. The only reason why I was getting those allegations is because I advocate for men. You know what I mean? Other than that, it just doesn't happen to women. This doesn't happen to them. It doesn't. It needs to be recognized as a hate crime against men, because this type of shit can only happen to them. That's it. You can't do that to a woman. You can't just, get mad at her and be like, oh, well, she diddled children, People did that to me, but why? Because I advocate for men. I advocate for men, so the world just started treating me like a man and started falsely accusing me of stuff. But I'm a rare case. This shit only happens to men. This man took his whole ass fucking life. His life, bro. Do you guys recognize the significance of that? His life. These people's intentional lies and hate made a whole ass human being feel like their life wasn't worth it. Do you guys understand the impact of that? And we're still not charging women who make false allegations? Are you kidding me? You murdered somebody with your fucking words, bro. Your words. You fucking tell somebody to go kill themselves, and they kill themselves, and you can get charged. But you make up a false allegation to the point where someone takes their life, which is so common. This happens all the time. And that's not considered murder? And the fucking girl's boyfriend is in the Coast Guard. What, you're fucking supposed to be some hero? This is the state that men live in, though. This is the world they fucking live in. I'm sorry for crying. I'm fucking upset, bro. Every single day, I have people, even people who are part of my family, my own family members, don't take what I do as a men's rights advocate seriously. So many people don't take this shit seriously. Like, I can't fathom how shitty men are treated in this society. And then as women, we have the balls to walk around and say it's so scary and dangerous for us. Look at the state of the world, man, and nobody cares. Nobody waited to get actual evidence. They just believed this girl's word, and he's dead. Somebody lost their whole ass fucking life over a false allegation, and this happens daily, and nobody cares. I talk about it, and people are like, you're taking away from actual victims. Like, how can you care so little about men? I don't get it. Like, look at the fucking state. Like, they're the highest suicide rate, workplace deaths, addictions. Men are fucking suffering. They're suffering out here. And literally nobody cares. I can't fathom it. Build our roads, provide our food, protect us, go fucking die at war when terrorists are attacking us. Oh, but you need some emotional support? You need to be treated as like a victim and not a perpetrator? No, I'm sorry, you have a penis, so your life means nothing. Like, I literally can't fathom how men are treated every single fucking day. And people care once in a blue moon when something like this happens. Then there's going to be people all over TikTok. Oh my God, rest in peace. Oh my God, this poor man. But yeah, you'll be the first one to hold up your pitchforks when some girl makes some fucking allegation with no proof. Like, and you wonder why men are killing themselves at such an alarming rate. Are you kidding me? Like, it's actually upsetting. I don't know how people can look at the state of this world and our boys. I mean, look, they just did this fucking all across America, walk a mile in her shoes to protest domestic violence. Not violence against women, just domestic violence in general. And they had men strapping on high heels, walking the streets, walking a mile so that they can understand what it's like to be a domestic violence victim. Are you kidding me? The domestic violence rate is 50-50. Like, men are getting fucking beat by their women every day. Men are forced to pay child support and fucking alimony to their abusers just simply because they got trapped in it. This is the world that we fucking live in. And then as women, we have the nerve to sit back and pretend like we have it worse. We have it easy as fuck, bro. Easy. You know how you have a friend where you're like, try to help them even in the slightest bit, and they're like, oh no, it's okay, and they get really weird about it because they just can't accept help? That's a trauma response. Did you know that? If you have a hard time accepting any sort of help, anything that could be looked at as a handout, that's a trauma response. We look at women and we're like, oh, you were neglected as a child, you weren't loved properly, so you feel like you have to do everything on your own. That is what it means to be a man. To be a man is to have integrated trauma responses. Like, I don't think you guys under-fucking-stand the state of the world or what men are going through. I don't even know. I'm lucky enough to have a vagina. But you guys won't even allow people to talk about it. You see men and women coming on social media talking about the suicide rate, talking about the dangers of false allegations, talking about domestic violence, and you guys are the first ones to be like, oh, you want to be picked? Oh my God, you're misogynistic. Oh my God, Chloe, you're a grifter. You're a pick-me girl. For treating men like humans. Men are treated like such shit in society that if you treat them like a human being, you are put down for it. What do these people not understand? They don't understand. You'll shit on men's rights advocates every day and then be the first ones to be like, oh, this guy killed himself because of a false allegation and I'm just so sad about it. But every day I do nothing to help and I further these stigmas that allow to put women in positions of power where they can do this to men. Women don't hold power. We have the power to make a man feel like his life isn't worth living. Fuck, dude. Like, I'm so mad. I've lived my life severely depressed. Multiple suicide attempts. I know what it's like to live your life daily just feeling like it's not worth it. Struggling, you know? But I feel like this because I got trauma, because I was beat as a kid, because I've been adopted twice. We put men in that position of feeling like that over an allegation. This shit happened to me over a lifetime of trauma. That shit happens to them just because they're a man. And people don't realize this. They just don't. Fucking call me a pick-me girl, delete my accounts, make fun of the men who follow me, call them incels. You know what? I hope you guys do pick me. Sure, call me a pick-me girl. If you feel like you're gonna kill yourself, like you're gonna overdose on drugs, like your life isn't worth it, I hope you fucking pick me. I hope you come here and realize that you're loved. Pick this community to show you that you're worth it and you have value. Pick me. Go for it. I don't care. Like, I just don't understand how people can be upset about this. I've been on TikTok since it became TikTok, when it went from Musical.ly to TikTok, and the amount of times that I've seen this happen to creators where male creators have killed themselves live or false allegations were made, and this has gone over and over and over and over and over again. Like, continuously for years, this has been a thing on this app. And every time it happens, people are like, oh my God, it's so tragic, and rest in peace this person, and rest in peace that person. But then they're the first ones to participate when it happens again. I get it. The thought of not believing a woman is uncomfortable. The thought of like a woman coming forward and having to question whether she's telling the truth is uncomfortable. We don't want to be in that position, but we have a responsibility to not hold up our fucking pitchforks and our torches every time a woman says, he looked at me funny. Because look what happened. It's abundantly clear that they lied, they targeted him, they did it on purpose, and he fucking killed himself. And there's no consequences. None. These people released public statements. One of them was like, I didn't mean for it to go this far, but I won't tolerate doxing. Bitch. I'll dox you. I'll dox the fucking shit out of you. Gladly. I mean, we really need to just wake the fuck up and just understand. We need to understand that men are not walking privilege bags. It is scary. They are also oppressed. They are being ignored, all in the name of patriarchy and misogyny, and we need to fucking stop. The true definition of fucking privilege is having the right to say when your oppression has stopped. We want to scream, oh, patriarchy, patriarchy. We can't advocate for men. Chloe, you should be advocating for women because patriarchy. Patriarchy where, bitch? Where? We're surpassing men in education, financially. Men take up the majority of the homeless rate, the suicide rate, the fucking homicide rate, the homeless rate, incarceration rate. Where's the privilege? Wake up, you fucking losers. Wake up. Not you guys, but the ones who don't get it. The ones who are like, oh, you just want to be picked. Oh, you just want attention. Oh, my God. Somebody can actually care about men? I have a son, bro. That could be my son. My son could piss a woman off someday and have the whole world believe that he fucking raped her. You guys won't care unless it's your own family members, unless it's your brother. Then false allegations will matter to you. Then fucking paternity fraud will matter to you. Suicide and addiction. It'll only matter when it's the men you know that are being affected. But when it's men as a whole, oh, they're privileged. I'm a victim. Shut the fuck up. You're not. You're not a victim. If we live in a world where in a matter of a week, 3 people can make a false allegation against a guy, it can go so viral and be taken so seriously with no evidence that he kills himself, we are not fucking privileged. Wake up. Thank you. I need to take a shit.